9 Tips to avoid boring a woman in a conversation. Taking into account how important communication is for them, it is essential to carefully manage the things you plan to say and how you are going to say them, and as far as possible keep a fun conversation so as not to bore them. Here I will present the best tips for not boring a woman in a conversation. 1. Don't just talk about yourself. The worst mistake you can make when talking to a woman is to talk excessively about yourself, leaving no room for her to say a word. Nobody says that you do not make a few mentions, or that little by little you comment on your tastes or experiences. You should give the girl you are with the opportunity to tell you more about her. If you only talk about yourself, she will think that you don't care much about her life and she will get bored. 2. Don't be negative. Don't start a conversation by projecting negativity, complaining about traffic, politicians, or any other reason. Nobody likes to talk to a person who only sees the bad side of things, much less if it is a date with someone with whom you still do not have much confidence. If you don't want to bore a woman, then change the chip from the moment you greet her and talk about more positive topics. 3. Remember who is the center of attention. In order not to bore a woman in a conversation, you must give her the place she deserves. Learn to listen to her patiently and make her feel comfortable with your company. Do not miss the opportunity to smile at her whenever you can, and make her feel like the center of attention, trying to ask interesting and original questions. 4. Avoid being too flattering. Watch out. Don't confuse preferential treatment with excessive flattery. Take advantage of a moment of the talk to make a comment about her beauty or personality, but do not become a flatterer who says the same thing and with the same topic of conversation, like a broken record, since she will take it as something unnatural and she will surely like it awkward, especially at this stage in which both are just getting to know each other. 5. Don't start an endless argument. Be very careful with the debates. If you are going to start an argument, make sure it ends on good terms, otherwise the situation will become awkward and you may never see her again. Be smart. If there is a topic of conversation where differences arise and you see that the tone gets harsh, change the subject quickly, and postpone that talk until when there is more confidence. Of course, ideally, you should be able to detect these sensitive topics before they cause the slightest hint of tension in the conversation. 6. Save your resume. If you want to impress a woman during a conversation, it is better to do it creatively, and not resorting to something as trivial as your professional experience, much less about how much money you earn. This is something that will scare off more than one girl, even if you earn well. If she asks you questions about it, it's okay to answer her, but it's not common. If not, it's better not to flaunt your skills or experience, as that may come naturally the more they get to know you. 7. Do not talk about your past relationships. Try to avoid making a pass at him for all your past love life. In addition to being an uninteresting topic, it will give them the impression that you've stuck with those topics from the past and that you still haven't gotten over that part of your life. 8. Avoid talking much about the profession. Try not to talk too much about your profession, and in fact, we recommend doing so only if she asks you to, in which case a brief explanation will suffice. You can go a little further, just a little more, on the topic if you think there are some funny stories that happened at your job, which could be a good reason to laugh together and certainly a good topic of conversation for a girl. 9. Do not praise your achievements in extreme. If you are a person who has traveled a lot through life or who has had professional or other achievements, keep them to yourself. The first date is not to try to impress with personal achievements, but to get to know you as a person. Thanks for watching the video. Remember to keep these points in mind to succeed in a conversation with a beautiful woman. Subscribe, like and comment.